Did you know that many HVAC companies send their technicians to sales training hoping they can turn them into great salespeople? They send them to sales schools that teach them scripts and closing techniques, all in an effort basically to replicate what comes naturally to certain personalities. But when you really look closely at what's happening, most of those people are simply following a process. So here's the question. Why would you try to train that process one technician at a time when you could simply build the process into the business itself? A process that is customized to your company, to your identity, and what actually makes your business special in the market. A process where desire is built for your company, not for the personality of some technician that may or may not be here next week. So it's not about the company, it's not about that box sitting in the truck. What we're talking about here is what I call a sales architecture, but that's only one piece of the puzzle. Quick question, if your HVAC business had three things fully dialed in: pricing with precision accuracy, a step-by-step selling system that consistently converts, and a unique marketing position that attracts the right customers, how different would your business feel? For the first time, I'm hosting a live training event starting April 1st where we tackle all three together. You can learn more by scanning the QR code on the screen. I call this the HVAC Profit Trifecta because inside of this program, we focus on the three elements that lead to truly accurate pricing, more sales from the same opportunities without being salesy, and better customers choosing you instead of simply looking for another bid. Now, because the training's live and interactive, seating has to be limited. If you'd like to learn more, just scan the QR code on the screen. Look, if you're going to keep things simple in an HVAC business, there are really three things that matter most. And the second one is something most contractors completely overlook. You have to build a market identity, one that attracts the right customers in the first place. Customers who are already looking for a company like yours. Because when your positioning is clear, more than just heating and air, the homeowner already believes that you're the right kind of company before the technician even walks in through the door. And that makes the sales process much easier. But even that still isn't enough because none of this works properly if the numbers behind the business aren't right. If you're overpriced in some areas, underpriced in others, and basically are guessing at your pricing, the business will always feel unstable. Opportunities get missed, margins disappear, and the company ends up working harder than it should. That's why these things have to work together. A selling system that works, a marketing position that attracts the right type of customers, and pricing that's built on real numbers instead of guesswork. When those three things finally come together, that's when an HVAC business starts to feel simpler, stronger, and far more predictable. And that's exactly why I created something called the HVAC Profit Trifecta. Check it out. You can learn more by scanning the QR code on the screen. I call this the HVAC Profit Trifecta because inside of this program, we focus on the three elements that lead to truly accurate pricing, more sales from the same opportunities without being salesy, and better customers choosing you instead of simply looking for another bid. Now, because the training's live and interactive, seating has to be limited. If you'd like to learn more, just scan the QR code on the screen.